Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Sorry if this intro is a little shaky. I do have to hold the camera um, because I can't really fit all four piles if I have it down. So for now, so today's video is a little bit different. I do have four piles instead of the usual three. I just felt like doing four for today's video. So as you know, of course, by the title, it is messages from your loved ones. I did a lot of meditating for this video, and I really wanted to do a second loved ones reading. So go ahead, you can pause the video now, choose a pile that is calling out to you. After each reading, I do have additional messages like I did in my first video that I wrote down that I will be sharing with you guys after all the cards. So yeah, so go ahead, choose your pile, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started with pile number one. Of course, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's get started. All right, hello, group 1. Here is your pile. So let's get started and let's see the messages your loved ones want you to hear today. Of course, this is a timeless video. You could be watching this a year after I posted it. All right, let's get started. That's crazy. Okay, so perfect timing. This is the right time for you to move forward. So your loved ones are telling you that there is something that you need to move on from. That this is, or it could be, I feel like it's just perfect timing that you're seeing this message now from them, and they want you to know that they love you very much. Okay, so we have the balanced friendships. Your friendships work best when there's an equal share of giving and receiving. So maybe your loved ones are telling, this might be a little warning for some of you, that you're not hanging around the right crowd, and they're wanting you to find those new genuine friendships that you're meant to be having, is what I get from that card there. Okay. All right, we have progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. That definitely ties in with the perfect timing. So maybe some of you are kind of going through something right now in this moment in time, that it's like you want things to move fast, but you gotta have patience, and your loved ones are trying to tell you to have some patience in whatever you're going through right now. Okay. All right, so your loved ones want you to have the message of healthful eating. So this could mean a few things, that your loved ones, for some of you or most of you, I feel like in group 1, you need to change your eating habits. You haven't been eating the best, but it also could mean that, you know, this is validating that you picked the right group, because you are, I'm getting the word health freak, that you're eating, you know, all the right things that you're meant to be eating. But I feel like there's a message here of like, sometimes you need to let yourself splurge and have fun, and, you know, have a day, like a cheat day for yourself. You know, of course, take whatever resonates with you. I have to say this in every video, you know, especially for new people. Take what resonates with you. Everything is not gonna, you know, resonate with everyone. Of course, in this particular type of video, you know, channeling loved ones, there's going to be so many different messages and, you know, different directions of where these readings can go. So just take whatever resonates with you. Okay, so we have the simplify your life. You've had so much going on that you're that you're spread too thin. This says to change now so that your vitality can recharge. So definitely there's a message here for you guys that, yeah, things need to be slowed down. Take time with something in your life right now. Don't try and push things or make things go faster than they should be going. Everything will happen in its own course, but also stress. You know, there's some stress here that needs to be reduced as well. Okay. All right, we have the look deeper. So there's definitely something here for you guys in group 1. There's something that has to be looked at from a different perspective. Almost like someone's not seeing the bigger picture in life. It's almost like you're going down the wrong path. You're not going down the right path that you're meant to be going down right now. I feel like for someone in this group, that maybe there has to be some research done regarding, I feel like, a relationship maybe, is what I get with that as well. Okay, so we have the holiday card. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. Okay, so your loved ones, for those of you who have chosen group 1, they're trying to tell you that, yep, there definitely needs to be some stress reduction here. So I feel like for some of you, it feels like it might be like since like forever since you've been on a vacation or a holiday. So I feel like your loved ones are trying to tell you to de-stress a little bit, have some fun, you know, don't take life too seriously. Book a vacation, even if it's just like a small road trip, you know, within where you live even will make a huge difference in your perspective in life. All right, so we have the practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So I feel like there might be some of you that might be struggling with something that, like, it's a hobby, but you feel like you're not very good at it. But, you know, things take time. Again, it's like you guys in group 1, you have this energy of like, I need things to move fast. I like things to move at like a quick pace. I want to hurry up and get things done so quickly, but you need to have patience and practice those things that, you know, you want to be able to be good at eventually, but it's going to take lots of practice. Okay, so I have adult children here. This could mean a few things. It could mean that the energy coming through from a loved one could be someone who almost was like an adult who had a very positive outlook on life. So they kind of saw the world in this pure way where they loved everything and everyone around them. I'm also getting that maybe some of you that are watching, this could be your energy and your personality as well. You know, of course, take what resonates with you. Okay, so we have the chakra clearing. By clearing your chakras, you open yourself up to profound wisdom. So yeah, for those of you in group 1, there is definitely an imbalance in your chakras, which is why you guys might feel so stressed lately, which is why I think it is so important for you guys in group 1 to think about taking some time off, taking some time to recharge and, you know, re-see your life in a different perspective. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely important for you guys in group 1 here. All right, we have optimism. So there's definitely some self-doubt here that needs to be cleared and cleansed. Yeah, I feel like for you guys in group 1, I feel like there's a lot of imbalances is how I can describe it. Is there's a little bit of imbalances, but like within yourself that you need to work on, and that your loved ones are trying to tell you, you know, you're so worth everything in the world, but you just don't see it that way. And it's like you almost have to like train your mind to see yourself in a different light and see the world in a different light, that there might be times that are hard for you right now, but, you know, take it one step at a time and see, you know, those big things that might seem or those, you know, those things that seem big in your life, to look at it from a different perspective, as like it actually isn't as big as you think it is the message that I'm kind of getting through. So I hope that makes sense to someone, because that's what I'm getting with that card. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we have the smoky quartz. So clearing negativity, release negativity from within or around you. That's exactly what I was just saying. So yeah, these 3 cards definitely go like super hand in hand. That's crazy. That is crazy that I pulled them out like one after another, because yeah, there's definitely that imbalance within you guys, but also the way that you guys see the world. That's definitely a clear message here coming through, that your loved ones are trying to get you guys away from that way of thinking. So, you know, take those vacations, seek those like even professionals that can help you if you're going through, you know, if you're feeling things of depression, anxiety, anger, to seek those people to clear those negative things. You know, if you need to drop those people that are negative in your life too, is another thing I'm getting, then go ahead and drop those people, because in the end it's just not worth to keep those people around that like genuinely make you unhappy within. Okay, so we have communicate with your angels. You have the ability to connect with the beings of love who surround you. Communicate with your angels and deliver their healing messages to others. So your loved ones are trying to tell you that they want you to speak to them a lot more. They feel like, you know, you're probably spiritual yourself, and you know that you can speak to those around you, but it's like it has been a long time since you've actually thought to just sit down, meditate, and communicate with them, and communicate your concerns to them, and give your concerns to them for them to guide you out of it, is a message that I'm getting for that. So seek guidance from your angels, your guides, your loved ones, the divine, because they can help you. Yeah, okay, so we have to do some research. You need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. So yeah, I feel like going back to like that hobby for some of you, that it's like, again, it's like that energy of like, I just want to be good at something, but you're not really taking the time and the practice to really become good at that thing that you feel like you could have a talent in something, but you're not really executing it the way it should be. It's very like, I feel like it's so hard to explain, but it's like, if you know what I'm saying. It's like, you have a talent in something and you feel like it should just come easy to you, but it's not. But you're kind of lacking in the department of like doing research or practicing. Practice makes perfect. So maybe it's time to take some small steps into doing those things that you're actually interested in. If it's something like this, something like this even takes practice. Card reading or meditating. Meditating is a huge thing to practice discipline. So anything takes practice, everything takes time and research and taking time to teach yourself things that you've never, sought out before, if that makes sense. All right. We have the confidence card. So yeah, there's that lack of confidence here for some of you guys in group 1, that your loved ones, they really want you to have the confidence in yourself. You can and achieve great things in life, but you're not, again, taking those necessary steps that you need to take, and clearing those negative things in your life that are keeping you down from becoming your full potential. And it saddens them for them to see that, and they want you to thrive and be happy in life, because life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is not meant to just go by with no reason. The last card we have for you guys is Shield Yourself. Invoke protection to bring the situation to a speedy end. So whatever that negativity you guys have in your life, there needs to be action taken now for it to get out of your life. Whatever is weighing you down, protect yourself, protect your emotions, but have confidence in yourself as well. Don't have those self-doubts. I know it's hard, but again, meditating will be a great thing for you guys to learn that discipline and to change your thought pattern of those thoughts of yourself and the world. So yeah, just take those necessary steps, that you need in order to help yourself thrive in life, is what I get. So this is your card reading for you guys in group 1. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the additional messages that I meditated with for your loved ones to show me. Again, take whatever resonates with you. I'm just going to cover up the additional messages that I have for the other groups so you guys aren't confused here. Okay, so I'll just use this as a little pointer. So for you guys, I had the energy of a grandma or grandmother come through. I kind of heard the word hand. So I'm not sure if that resonates with anyone. I'm not sure what that meant, but I wrote it. I saw almost like an image of a mask or a masquerade come through. I also got a smell of a vanilla scent, and I thought maybe it was cologne. I did scratch out the word men's cologne. I shouldn't have scratched it out, but that's what that is there. So if that resonates with anyone, maybe there was a masculine energy or feminine energy that were a cologne or perfume that had a vanilla scent. I also had the name Maria and Michael come through, also Anderson. I felt like that was maybe a last name, but it could be a first name. I'm not sure. I had the word diamond come through. Also bear hug. And then the song What a Wonderful World also just came up and popped up in my head. So yeah, so these are the additional messages for you guys that have chosen group 1 from your loved ones. I hope something resonated with you. If something did, please let me know down below in the comments. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group 2. All right, hello for those of you who've chosen pile number 2. Here is your reading from your loved ones. So So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to choose at random here. You guys have a hefty pile. Sorry for if I sniffle throughout the video. I have a little bit of a runny nose, so hopefully I don't do it too much. Okay, so the first one I have here is the sleep card. So your loved ones are trying to tell you guys, or some of you guys that have chosen group 2, that you guys need more sleep. You guys need more rejuvenation. There needs some more relaxation, some more stress reduction in your guys' life. So definitely something your loved ones are trying to tell you. Of course, take whatever resonates with you. I just want to, say it now, especially with this kind of reading. Not everything is going to resonate with everyone, especially if there's multiple energies that come through for, multiple people that are watching this video. There's going to be so many different messages coming through. So just take whatever resonates. So we have the emotional healing. So it's safe for you to let go of old emotional pain. By doing so, you allow your heart to mend. So your loved ones are trying to tell you to give these heartaches and these emotional burdens to them, for them to take it away from you and help you become happy again. So there's for some of you, you might be going through some emotional emotional trials is the word I'm trying to say. Okay, so we have the you are healed. The healing you've prayed for is on the way. So yeah, definitely give all those emotional burdens, that stress, give them to your angels and the divine, because they're definitely trying to help you heal from whatever you guys are needing to be healing from. So I feel like that's also why the sleep card has come out, because you guys are too stressed. It's like I feel like for some of you it almost feels like you haven't slept in ages, and your loved ones are just trying to tell you to take it easy. Don't stress about the small things, because you have 2 healing cards here. You are healing, and you're going to feel better as time goes on. Okay, so this definitely ties in with all of that, is the self-care. So there's definitely that self-care 100% for you guys that have chosen group 2, that needs to be done like right now. The sleep, eating better. It's almost like some of you, either you have children or you might not have children, but it's almost like you're putting others before you. So you've kind of like put yourself, it's almost like I'm getting like you've put yourself in like a broom closet, and like you've swept yourself, like your self-care away, to help other people or care about other people first. And it's almost like I have spirit telling me like you need to reopen that closet and let yourself out, and actually that self-care, it's time for you guys to take care of yourself now first, because it is so important. It's almost like you guys are drained, and it's so important for you guys to get that rest that you need. All right, so we have the play music card. So your loved ones are trying to tell you guys to play more music in your life. Maybe if you play an instrument, maybe kind of go back to those roots if that's what makes you happy, or even just listening to music. I feel like for some of you is like a way to heal things and to make you feel better again. Okay. All right, we have the move card. So this could mean physically moving. So maybe some of you are looking to move or have moved physically, like from an old house to a new house. It also could mean emotionally that some of you are moving on from past relationships, or maybe even career shifts. I feel like for some of you could be a move in that, you know, from an old career to new career. So there's definitely some sort of change for you guys. All right, we have the windfall card. So that means abundance. It could be financially. So maybe some of you are going to be gaining some financial abundance. So that's wonderful. It also could mean abundance in other areas of life. I feel like family is coming up, like an abundance regarding to do with family. Maybe some of you are looking to expand your family a bit more, or your love life a bit more is something I get. Oh my god. As soon as I finish saying that, we get the sun card. Your son is watched over and protected as he explores the world. So maybe, yeah, some of you might maybe some of you have a son in your life. Again, going back to that like self-care, that you're putting all that care into your son or your child, and it's time for you to also put that self-care into yourself as well as your child. Or maybe they're at that age where they've grown up now, so they don't really need you to give all that 100% care to them anymore. They're being looked after. You know, maybe from someone else. Maybe they just got married, maybe they moved out, so they don't really need your parental guidance anymore. And I know that can be very, very hard. You know, I'm not a parent myself, but I know that it's hard to watch your children move away from you and not need your help anymore. But it's also good for you because now it's like you can put 100% of that energy into your self-care, which is so much needed here, as we see in your reading. Okay, we have the self-employment card. This one has been coming up a lot in a lot of my readings as well. So maybe some of you are seeking self-employment. Maybe you are self-employed. Again, this could mean career shift, career change. Maybe some of you were self-employed but not really feeling like it's the best move for you. So maybe you're thinking about finding a career that you're not going to be self-employed anymore, I feel like. So, you know, again, take what resonates with you. All right, we have the purification. By purifying your life of negative people, places, and experiences, you attain true peace. So, yeah, those negative thoughts for some of you, where you feel like those self-doubts, those need to be cleared and cleansed. You know, everyone has self-doubts. You know, it's just the way our mind works. Even when we feel like we're going in the right direction, we're always going to have those doubts of like, ooh, I don't know, maybe I'm not going, maybe this isn't right for me, maybe it is, I'm not sure. You know, we all get to those crossroads of decision making. But we need to sometimes take a step back and realize that some things we thought were good for us actually aren't, you know, once we see it in a different light. So, you know, those negative things that we might need to drop in our lives that we thought weren't really negative. You know, I feel like for some of you, there might be people like influences telling you like, hey, you know, from an outside perspective, like, you don't really love your job, maybe you should look for a new job. Or you know, maybe you shouldn't go after this person because they're actually not really good for you, and I can see that you're actually not happy. So if there's anyone in your life, like if this resonates with you, if there's anyone in your life that is actually like your eye opener, they're from the outside perspective and they're kind of always telling you things that they know aren't making you happy, but you're kind of just brushing it off and you're like, yeah, whatever, I know what's best for me. Maybe this is the time for you to actually listen to those people in your life that are trying to tell you that, you know, they have your best interest in their minds. And maybe you should take a little step back and say, you know, maybe they're right. Maybe I should take their advice. So if that resonates with you, that's something that's coming through for that there. All right, we have the clear quartz. Let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. Yeah. It's like those blockages that need to be unblocked of like not, it's like for some of you, it's like you're not really showing your true self or your true emotions come through for things. Again, like it's like for some of you, you might truly know that, like for an example, or if this resonates with you, it's the first thing coming up, but it's like, you know, this person in your life isn't good for you, but it's like you're not doing anything about it. So you're just letting yourself live in like this dark cloud of like negativity, and you're not really living or, you know, being true to yourself and letting those emotions come through in that perspective. Or if it's something similar to that, I feel like it could be like, again, I feel like with the self-employment, maybe for some of you or one of you, it's like you thought self-employment was going to be like your true all, and that was going to be like so beneficial and positive to your life, but like, you know, deep down that it's actually not what you feel like you should be doing, and you should be pursuing something else. So, you know, only you know truly deep down your true emotions for the things in your life. So that's I feel like what is coming through for that there. I know this is a very, very deep reading for you guys. Okay, so we have your wishes are coming true. What your heart has been longing for is getting closer each day. So yeah, definitely those deep longings, those deep truths deep down inside for you guys. You need to let go of things and be true to yourself. You know, there's no harm in speaking the truth. You know, maybe that's the first step that some of you might need to take, is saying it out loud by saying, this job isn't working for me. This person isn't making me happy. Like, be realistic is what I get, is be more realistic. Oh, okay. So we have the spiritual teacher card. Sorry. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. So yeah, so maybe some of you need to make that career shift into something that is going to make you like a healer. I feel like maybe for some of you, like a Reiki healer, maybe something like this where you're doing card readings. I feel like maybe massage therapy for some of you. I feel like maybe also like a physiotherapist. Or maybe even like a veterinarian for some of you too, like a healer through animals as well. So, you know, I feel like most people who do watch these kind of videos are very spiritual and they believe in this stuff. If you don't, you know, it's good to be curious as well. But you know, most people who watch these type of videos, they're also very spiritual and they believe in this stuff. So if you feel like you have some spiritual talents and some spiritual gifts, maybe this is the time for you now to find a way to put that into your life somehow, because I think it's going to be very, very beneficial. You know, again, talk to your angels, talk to your loved ones. They love listening. They're always listening to you, and they want you to know that they are around and they are able to take those emotional burdens away from you. All right, we have the easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything. All the doors will open for you. So yeah, don't feel like you guys have to always have everything in your control. Again, like I was just saying, like, allow yourself to give some stuff and pray for your angels and your guides to take things into their hands and put full faith and trust into them to be able to help guide you in the right direction. Because I feel like for you guys, you feel like you, again, for some of you, you feel like you always have to have everything in your hands, in your control, and it has to be this way. And you feel like you can't see any other perspectives, again. And you need to start seeing the world from different views, is what I get. Okay, so we have the forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it is blocking your health and happiness. Yeah, it's that self-care again, for you guys. Definitely needs to happen here. That healing emotionally, dropping the negativity, the negative things in your life, which could be something that involves forgiving or forgiveness. So yeah, there's 3 healing cards for you guys, actually kind of 4. You have the purification, forgiveness, healing, emotional healing, you're being healed, the clear quartz as well. There's a lot of healing in the sleep card. Like, this whole pile, I feel like, is about self-care for you guys and self-healing. Like, your loved ones are trying to tell you guys who've chosen this group that you need to care about yourself more. And I feel like this is the year to do it for you guys. Whenever you're watching this, you know, this is timeless. This video is very timeless. You could be watching this like years from now, from when I've posted this video. You know, everything happens in divine timing, in the perfect timing. So take those necessary actions now. Okay, wow. So we have the stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. That definitely ties in with everything that I was just saying. And you guys have so much like pink and purple in this card, like in this reading. It's crazy. That definitely ties in with like the self-love and like love in general. Yeah, so here's a message for you guys to keep the faith, keep that spiritual thinking in your life, because you guys are spiritual healers in whatever way you feel like you resonate with most. Could be what I've mentioned previously. It could also be something else that you truly know what it is deep down inside. Okay. Again, a purple card. We have winter. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So you could be watching this while it is the winter months. You don't have to be, but there could be something manifesting for you guys in the winter months, whatever that is going to be. You know, your prayers are going to be answered within the winter. Now, again, back on the colors, so the purple and pink that are coming through, you know, regarding with chakras, it could be because you guys are needing your third eye chakra cleansed, as well as your higher self chakra, which I'm totally blanking on the name right now, but those might need to be the chakras and areas that you guys need to cleanse in order for you guys to become those spiritual healers. You definitely need your third eye chakra. Listen to your third eye chakra. Open those up more. For you guys, I feel like those are very important. Okay. We have the lapis lazuli, life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. Yeah, you guys are so supported, like spiritually, but it's like you guys don't see it because you're not in a right mindset of that self-care and like listening for those signs and listening for your loved ones' messages and symbols and signs. And I feel like it's like now is the time for you guys to like do that, so you can see these epiphanies and these like aha moments and life changes. All right, and your last card here is changing your mind. So maybe for some of you that have chosen for group 2, your way of thinking is so different, where you're always constantly changing your mind, like, you know, like so quickly, I feel is what I'm getting. It's almost like you have one idea, but then you don't really finish that idea, so then you start moving on to something else and nothing really ever gets finished. So maybe this is the time for you guys, you know, whoever this resonates with, to start now, maybe to set goals that you can accomplish, that you can finish before starting something else, is what I get with that card. Okay, so though that is your guys' reading for those of you that have chosen group 2. I do have additional messages for you guys that I meditated on. So I'm going to show you guys those messages now. There wasn't a whole lot for you guys, but let me show you guys here. Okay, I'm trying not to I don't want to show you guys group 1. Not that you can't see, I just don't want it to like be a bit like too confusing for you guys. So for you guys, I had like shoes come up. They were like, I was seeing like white shoes with like Velcro on them. So I'm not sure. I heard the word walnut, like it could have been like a nickname or something. Also piggy, or like seeing a pig nose as well. It could be a nickname, or maybe someone has a pet pig. And then the last one was I heard the word poodle as well. So if any of that resonates with you, those are some additional messages. If anything resonated with you with the card reading or these messages, let me know down below in the comments, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next group. All right, hello. Here is your pile for those of you that have chosen pile number 3. All right, let's get started with your guys' reading from your loved ones. All right, so I'm just going to start pulling them at random here. Okay, so we have the first card, which is balance, work, rest, and play. It's important for you to have fun along with fulfilling your responsibilities. So your loved ones want you to find that balance between work and play as the first message. And of course, like I say in every reading, take what resonates with you, especially for this video. Not everything is going to resonate with everyone. There's going to be multiple different messages coming through. So just take whatever resonates specifically to you. Okay, so we have the emotions card. So this could be that you guys in group 3 are feeling a bit emotional regarding a situation in your life right now, and your loved ones, they understand and they know it. Okay, so the next card we have is new idea. Your new idea is divinely guided and is meant to be shared with others. Continue to work on it as you are on the right path. So your loved ones are trying to tell you that you guys are on the right path. You're doing something right. It might be an emotional roller coaster or it might have been an emotional roller coaster to get to where you are, but you are on the right path. Even if you are dealing with hard emotional feelings right now for a situation, it could be that you are a bit stressed because you don't have that balance of work and play, and rest as well. Very important. But the new ideas coming into your life, they're very they're very important into a new life change, is what I get. Is this change is meant to happen. So let's see. Okay, so we have the healing card. So some of you are going to be going through healing. I feel like definitely ties in with the emotions, the emotional healing for some of you that you're going to be going through or are going through right now. But your loved ones are trying to tell you that they understand, and they're there for you and with you during those hard times. Okay, so we have the safe travel. So your loved ones are telling you, for those of you who are going on vacation or traveling in any sense, that they're going to be protecting you. And they're telling you, don't worry about it. Everything is going to be okay. If you have worries about, this travel, this trip, to not worry about it, and they're there for your protection. All right, so the next one we have is the flower power. So spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. This one has come up a lot recently as well. So some of you may be very in tune with nature. That is your way of healing and escaping, reality. And that could be your way of, your type of rest and rejuvenating, is being in nature. And that, I feel like maybe some of you might be traveling somewhere to do with nature. It even could be like traveling to like the mountains for like a hike or something, is kind of what I get with that. Okay. All right, so we have the emerald, which is ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages, such as weddings, birthdays, graduation, or anniversaries. So if any of you are really going through any of these like celebratory things, or going to be involved in a celebration of some sort, just know that your loved one is going to be there during this moment of celebration. If it's for you or for someone close to you, they're going to be there. So look out and try and, sense their presence there that day. Okay, we have you've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve the situation. You can do it. Okay, so yeah. So whatever it is that you feel like you might not be able to achieve or successfully do, know that you have the ability to do and finish whatever is necessary. Your loved ones are trying to tell you that you have the strength and you have the power to do anything you put your mind to, and you just don't realize it. Yeah, so we have the sign from above. So definitely your loved ones are here with you. I feel like you guys are very, in group 3, you're very emotional people. You're like empaths. And like almost empaths, but also like physical intuitives, I kind of feel like, for some of you. So maybe those are areas that you need to maybe practice or explore more. Okay, yeah, we have the cleanse your energy. When you release negativity, the answer to your question shines through. So yeah, I feel like with all of the groups so far, there's been like a negativity type cleansing card in each of these groups. And I think everyone could use it. Everyone could use, there's always, you know, some sort of negative influence in our lives that I think we could always drop. And sometimes we don't realize what it is until we take a step back and look at the bigger picture, or look at the small things even. And that will help us realize those things that aren't fulfilling us in a positive way. Okay, so we have the new exercise program. So maybe I feel like for some of you, your loved ones are trying to help you and support you and guide you into the path of healing emotionally, but physically, to be your best self. It's like they want you to take care of yourself a little bit better for some of you, you know, health-wise. So they want you to be a little bit more motivated in taking care of yourself. For some of you, you might already be physically all right in that department. Again, take what resonates with you. Okay, so we have the past life healing. The situation has been triggered by one of your past lives. Heal the past and you bring healing into the present. So like another healing, you guys already had the healing card here. You know, healing with work, rest, and play. What else? We had the new idea, flower power, healing through nature. A lot of healing. Again, I feel like so far for all three groups, there's a lot of healing to take place here in different ways. So for you guys, I feel like definitely emotionally and physically. Emotionally and physically is, you know, emotional and physical healing is what I get for you guys in group 3 that needs to be done. Okay, so we have the believe card. So you guys in group 3, or for some of you, I feel like you don't believe in yourself, and that is why there's so many high emotions or high emotional stress, because of those self-doubts. Or it's like there's no belief in those new ideas, that need to manifest in order to put you on the right path even more. There has to be some faith. All right, so we have the spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual support. So you guys in group 3, you're very spiritual people. You definitely communicate with your loved ones and your angels and your guides like all the time. I feel like because you guys might be empaths or physical intuitives, you definitely can sense when there is like a spirit or presence around you. So you definitely have that gift, is what I gather. You guys are very just spiritual and open to receiving messages. Okay, wow, so we have 2 of these cards regarding exercise. So get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you will begin to feel stronger in all ways. So yeah, so maybe some of you, that's where you're struggling right now, and your loved ones are hearing you. And they understand and they see that that is an emotional burden on you and a physical burden on you. So they're trying to tell you that, you know, you need to become motivated, even if you don't like going to like a gym or running. Maybe get creative with some exercise. You know, you can do dance classes. There's yoga. I feel like maybe some of you might really love the idea of dancing and yoga as a way of exercising. Maybe weightlifting. Yeah. So I find like it's, you know, exercising is not easy, but you just have to find maybe like a different way to do it through, you know, other creative ways that will get you physically active. All right, so we have the prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. You guys are very, very supported. Your loved ones are always there. I feel like they're always trying to guide you in the right direction. And it's almost like I get like a tug of war. Like your loved ones and your spirit guides are kind of always tug of warring with you because they're trying to guide you a certain way, but you guys are so stubborn. It's like, no, I'm going this way. I'm going to do things my way, or I don't want to do that. Like, with the exercise thing, like, I don't want to exercise, even though I know it's good for me, but I'm not going to do it. Even though I feel like your guides are always bringing you opportunity to exercise or something like to help you be a better you. They're kind of always trying to guide you in that light, but you're kind of always like going against them. So it's that tug of war vibe that I'm getting. Okay, so we have the socialize or join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. Yeah, so that could be maybe finding the people to help you, or those of you who are struggling physically, those who can help you, joining a dance class, I feel like is really sticking out to me, or like a yoga class. People that aren't going to judge you, and welcome you with warm welcome. I feel like that's kind of what some of you might be longing for, is like that welcome, where like a standard gym, like sometimes you feel judged or you feel like you don't belong there, even though you are trying to make right choices. I feel like this is also could be for some of you that need to drop people in your life that aren't, that they're negatively like impacting your life, and you need to let go of them and find new friends that are going to benefit you and actually lift you up rather than push you down because they like are jealous. I feel like for some of you. Yeah. So we have the laughter card. Uplift yourself and those around you through loving laughter. So there definitely needs to be some laughter here. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, there's some people in your life that you need to drop in order to get that happy friendship. So if that resonates with you, this is a message for you that your loved ones want you to know that there has to be a possibility of a shift regarding friendship in your life. Okay. Your last card is the realizations and epiphanies. So yes, those decisions, those life changes, you guys will realize you'll realize things that you haven't realized. I feel like after you've watched your reading today, even for some of you, that you're actually going to look at your life in a bigger picture and actually focus in on those things that you're like, yeah, maybe there are some people I need to drop in my life. Yeah, okay, maybe this is a message for me to go out and start becoming physically active because it's going to be beneficial for me. So yeah, that's what I gather from your guys' reading. So at this moment now, I'm going to show you guys the additional messages that I received while I was meditating. After I pulled out your cards, let me just grab it here. So of course, just take whatever resonates with you specifically. So let's just show you guys here. So these were the messages I had a walking cane. I saw a walking cane. So maybe someone, a loved one had a cane. I saw the color green. Color green was sticking out to me. There was grandfather energy coming through. Also grandmother energy came through as well. It was almost like a couple. At first it was like grandfather, and then it was like a couple coming through. And then I heard the phrase Shabuya. So not sure if that was someone's maybe like catchphrase or it's your catchphrase, and this is validating they're trying to validate to you and show you that they're here with you in this message. I saw the grandfather or an old male wearing glasses. They were kind of like a brown wood color, for what I remember. I heard the song "You Are My Sunshine." That song, if that's what it's called. And then I also heard the song "Tiny Dancer," so if that's significant. And then there was a symbol of like a deck of cards. So if any of these resonate with you, that is your loved one trying to show you a message that they're here with you and that you picked the right group, and that these were the messages they were trying to get across for you. So if anything resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 4. All right, hello, group 4. Here is your reading on what your loved ones have for you, the messages they have for you. Again, there's going to be additional messages at the end of the card reading as well, so make sure you stick around for that. So I'm just going to draw them at random. Before I get started, like I've said in every video and every group, and I will always continue to say this, take whatever resonates with you. Not everything is going to resonate with everyone, especially for this kind of a card reading where there's going to be multiple different messages and different energies coming through. So just take whatever specifically resonates to you. Okay. All right, so the first card we have is the generosity card. So this could be 2 different things, I feel like. It could be you yourself. You are a generous person. You have a generous energy around you, or you know, you are an empath. You're very emotionally attached to people. You can feel emotions from people. You're very in tuned on, you know, people's emotions and people's personalities. I feel like you guys are good. You guys are people who can read people very well, is what I gather. Okay, so we have the parental care. So maybe some of you in group 4, you are parents. Some of you might be thinking of becoming parents, and this is your loved ones trying to validate to you to go ahead with that. It could also be that the energy coming through for these messages could be your parent specifically, or a parent, you know, just one parent. I feel like there could be a female energy coming through that could be a mother energy. Okay. All right, so we have the Triumphant card. So whatever worries I feel like you guys have in group 4, you're gonna overcome them. I feel like right now there are some worries for some of you in your life that's kind of stressing you out, but you're gonna overcome that. I also feel like with that card, some of you feel like it's something to do with like one of you or some of you are really good with your hands is what I get, like in some way. That's what I get. I feel like it could be artistic, like in an artistic way. That kind of goes with some of the additional messages that I got that I will be showing you guys at the end of the reading. Yeah, I don't know. With that card, that's what I kind of get. Okay. All right. So we have the goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You finish one part of your life and now a new and even better part is beginning. So there's definitely some changes happening here for some of you in group 4. I feel like it could be career-wise for some of you. I feel like there might be like a career shift happening for you, or like just happened for you in some aspect or way. Or it's like you're reinventing yourself or something like that. Okay, so we have the love life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So maybe that change I was kind of feeling could have been love life as well. Maybe some of you are just getting into a new relationship and your loved one is trying to tell you that they approve. Yeah, I feel like for some of you there might be like a relationship shift and it's good for you and they approve of your new partner is what I get. Okay. All right, we have the keep the faith. So your loved ones are trying to tell you to make sure that you don't lose hope and sight of what's important in life, to make sure that you're always keeping in touch with them, I feel, is what I get. Like, don't forget me is like what I hear. Like, don't forget me, make sure you keep in touch. Like, I still want to be involved, you know, in your day-to-day life, even though I'm not there physically, is what I get. Okay, so we have the Ruby card, which is bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. So maybe some of you are going through a past heartache regarding love, and your loved ones are trying to be there for you, but it's like you're kind of blocking that support that they're trying to give you, which could tie in with the keep the faith. So don't be afraid to ask them to help heal you emotionally if you're feeling any type of emotional drainage. Okay. All right, so new career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. So I think I was just saying earlier with this one. Oops, sorry guys. That I felt like it was something to do with a career shift, or the triumphant one. I can't remember now. Yeah, so that's very validating to me that there's going to be a new career shift for some of you, or you had a career shift just recently. And I don't know if that's to tie in with like that whole like hands thing that I mentioned earlier. But I see that as like a positive shift. So just know that they see what's going on and they're there for you. Okay, so we have body changes. So this card can mean multiple different things. It could mean pregnancy. It could also mean you know, physically changing body with exercising. It also could mean body changes regarding, okay, something coming up regarding a tattoo. I see maybe somebody might be getting a tattoo or got a tattoo, and I don't know if it's to represent their loved one that did pass away, or if it's just something completely not to do with that. But there's something tattoo, like something about tattoo coming up with that card for me. I can't really, like, I can't sense what the tattoo really is. I feel like it could be something to do, I don't know, there's a few things. I feel like it could be tribal, or yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I can't really get a good sense on that. Okay. All right, so we have the stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need rest to recharge and revive. So stress reduction is always important. no matter how happy or positive your life may be, I feel like there's always need for stress reduction, no matter what. Even just take a day or even take an hour in your day to quiet the mind and like be in the present moment and not be in the past or the future, but to be in the moment is what I get. For some of you, it might be hard to do that, so maybe there needs to be some practice with meditation to learn how to be in the present moment for some of you, because it's like your loved ones don't want you to miss out on what's going on now in your life, because some of you might be so stuck in the past or thinking about the future. Okay, so we have the motivation card. So some of you, I feel like, might be lacking in motivation, but I feel like a lot of you actually have really great motivation in life, like welcoming new change or actually seeking out change in your life, like in positive outcomes, and that's wonderful. And your loved ones are definitely with you during that journey and on your path, and they just want you to know that they're always there and they're supporting you and they're so proud. Okay, so we have wise soul. Your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it as you have the knowledge to help those around you. Yeah, you guys in group 4, you're definitely smart. That's why with the triumphant card, it's very much so like you can conquer anything that comes your way. And like you have so much wisdom to give to other people, that generosity with that wisdom, it's like amazing. You know, it's like and some of you don't even realize this, but it's like you're meant to be that way because you're meant to help people with the generous wisdom that you have to give. It could also be that a loved one's energy might be coming through that was that energy as well. Okay, so we have the trust card. You can trust the people around you. They are earth angels sent to give you the guidance you seek. So I feel like this one, some of you might be doubting the people coming into your life. This is a validation. This is a message for you that your loved ones are trying to let you know that you can trust the people in your life. They're not going to hurt you. Or if you're in a new relationship, I feel like if you've just gotten a new relationship, but from your past relationships, it's like, don't worry, it's not going to happen again, whatever happened to you. Keep that faith, put that trust into this new relationship, because they are good for you, is what I get. All right. We have the gold card. Divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. So your prayers are definitely being answered. Like, it's crazy how, like, it's like you guys have such great luck. You're lucky people. Even though you might not feel that way sometimes, you guys have luck on your side. I feel like things come easy naturally for you guys. Is what I get. For some, might not be all of you, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, so we have steady progress. Things take time. Changes are great, but they're sometimes not always going to happen. How do I explain this? It's like good changes are happening in your guys' lives, but it's not exactly at the highest point that it should be yet. I'm trying to think. It's almost like some of you have too high of expectations for changes in your life. And it's almost like you need to kind of lower them and enjoy them as they are right now. Until they get to the point that you desire them to be, whatever that situation is. That's how I'm getting it. That's how I can explain it. So hopefully that makes sense to at least one of you. Okay, so we have the travel card. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. So some of you might be thinking about going on a trip of some sort or traveling, and just know that they are so excited for you. I feel like this travel could be like a permanent move for some of you, and like this is their message to you that, you know, they're going to protect you during this process and that it is the right move for you. It's like I feel like there's like a leap of faith for someone that, like, regarding like moving or traveling, that needs to happen because it's like a life altering, life changing thing, and like this change is meant to happen in your life. So it's like they're really trying to like push you in that direction, even though you might have some fears and doubts about it. But it's like they're like, no, you need to, like, I want to push you but I can't. But I'm trying so hard to guide you because this like trip, I feel like, or like this move to a new place is so necessary for your life's destiny, almost, is what I get. All right, and the last card for you guys is the time to decide. Make a decision now so you can move forward. So I feel like that could be definitely what I was just saying. Make that leap of faith, make that decision now, because it is meant to happen for you. I mean, they can really try and do it in a different way, but it's like it's going to be harder for them to guide you in a new, different way, when it's like right in front of your face. It's almost like I'm getting like the path is right in front of your face for this major life shift to happen, that they don't want to have to do it a different way. Almost, it's like they're trying to be like, help us out here. So definitely like keep that faith for sure. Okay, so I think that is it for your guys' card reading. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the additional messages that I got after I pulled the cards out. So I'll just show you guys here. So for you guys, I had, when I was doing the cards, it was funny because I heard like slow down, like with my card shuffling, because I was doing it really fast. It was almost like there was an energy being like, oh my god, you're too fast, like I can't like pick the right card because you're shuffling too fast. So I slowed down. I heard the name Gabrielle or Gabriella. I heard Rufy, so I'm not sure if that was like a name or something someone would say all the time. Female energy, I did mention that before. I got Hispanic, Latino energy as well. Something to do with like painting or being a painter. So if that could be you or your loved one's energy. I also heard drums and like dancing, something to do with that. Or red lips, lipstick, so maybe someone wore red lips all the time, or you yourself wear red lipstick all the time. And then I heard like, it was like almost someone saying like she's always having her nails done, or she always had her nails done, something like along those lines. So if any of that resonates with you, know that these are messages from your loved ones, just to validate that they're here with you during this reading today, while you watch this video. If anything resonated with you with the messages or the card reading, please let me know down below in the comments, and I hope to see you guys in the next pick a card reading. If these are the type of videos that you really like, or if you like, and if you want me to do any other specific videos, also let me know what kind of videos you would like me to make down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye guys.